Good First Dates Ideas Chicago. First dates can be nerve-wracking and daunting. The desire to make the best impression can make getting through first dates a little difficult. This is normal for everyone. However, here are some of the most helpful first date tips that will make your first date a success. 1. Select the right venue. Your choice of venue says a lot about your personality and character. A bar, restaurant, or nightclub may show that you enjoy lively crowds. A day spent at parks or gardens may show that you enjoy nature and the outdoors. Or a museum or concert shows that you like the arts. 2. Make preparations. Prior to your first date, preparing a little will help you avoid anxiety. If you met your date online, read through their profile to pick out a few interests that may help sustain the conversation. This gives you the chance to be cheerful and confident. 3. Dress your best. Where you go on your first date determines what you wear, but be sure to give the best impression. Going out unkempt and sloppy will give a poor first impression that might decrease your chances of a second date. 4. Be punctual. Time is a sensitive issue on first dates, and you should always be punctual to avoid having your date wait on you. However, some unavoidable circumstances may arise. When you can't avoid being late, make sure to keep your date updated via phone call or text, and remember to apologize to your date after you arrive. 5. Drop expectations. In case you have any preconceived expectations of what your date will be like, you may miss the chance to get to know him or her for what they truly are. Be clear on your expectations but remain open to any possibility. 6. Intend to have fun. Remember, the main goal of your date is to get things rolling. Don't put so much pressure on yourself and get out to have fun on your date. Even if it's not a romantic match, it's fun meeting new people. 7. Be on your best behavior. This sounds like advice for children, but plenty of adults show bad behavior, especially on dates. Being rude or behaving like a jerk is a guarantee that you'll end up alone before the date ends. Using dirty or abusive words or forgetting your manners like talking with your mouth full makes a terrible first impression. 8. Listen before speaking. Learn to take turns while conversing. It is rude to interrupt when your date is speaking, especially when he or she is telling you about themselves. If your date is talking, listen graciously. However, do not hesitate to speak up when it's your turn to speak. 9. Sustain the conversation. Keep the discussion light on a first date and stay away from trouble topics like previous relationships, politics, or religion. Try add some humor into your conversation. Humor is often a great icebreaker. 10. Show respect. On the first date, do not expect anything in return. Take it as a chance to get to know your date better. Respect your date by not putting them in compromising situations. 11. Be open-minded. People are different. Try to understand your date as much as possible. Do not shut them out and give up on a date a few minutes after first meeting them. Be interested in the likelihood of something truly cool happening between the two of you. 12. Make it short. A perfect first date should be short. Maintaining such a short period creates the desire to expect more and probably set up a second date. 13. Do not grill. You may be tempted to ask your date a bunch of questions to get to know them better. However, get to know your date by working your questions into your conversation. Don't act like a prosecutor and grill your date by firing off one question after another. 14. Be creative. Be playful and make becoming acquainted with each other fun. try to play a guessing game rather than asking direct questions. Attempt to connect with your date through cool and unusual activities to break the ice or create the right vibe. 15. Show interest. After your date tells you a story, follow up with some comments or questions to demonstrate that you are amused or surprised and show that you are listening. Alternatively, after you tell a story, you can ask your date a basic question like, "What do you think about that?" to engage your date in conversation. 16. Know the signs. You should know whether your date is enjoying the date. Making eye contact, laughing at your jokes, holding hands, or sharing a kiss are just some of the signs that show that your date is enjoying your company. 17. Know when to get physical. Depending on how well your date is going and your date's mood and emotions, you may decide to get physical. For example, a long hug on a first date may lead to an incredible kiss on a second date. Getting physical may be a way to determine whether you are compatible or not. 18. Concentrate on the experience. Avoid the common notion that every first date should transform into something more. Take the first date as a chance to explore yourself and know your date. It is an opportunity to get together, connect, and create experiences together. 19. Be honest. Don't pretend that you are having fun if you feel like you're not. Don't be ashamed to let your date know that it's not going to work out. On the other hand, if you enjoyed the first date, do not be reluctant to take things to the next level. 20. Don't forget to communicate after date. Most people are afraid to open themselves up for rejection and fear to be the first one to text or call after the first date. In fact, you will appear more caring if you become the first to text back. Keep the texts simple, for example, "Thank you for a lovely evening," or "I had a really great time."